Hey, YouTube,
Hey,
how's it
what's
going?
up?
The long-awaited review we've been saying we're gonna do since January.
Yeah. We did this I think it was 2017, correct?
I think so. Yeah, 2017. We uploaded episode one review of Red vs. Blue. Now we're
Yeah.
doing season one review of Red vs. Blue.
And we'll just do this quick rant. We've ranted about this, on the old the Talkinator channel, but we're gonna rant about it here. Netflix, get rid of the volumes. These aren't volumes. This is season one. Like
Yeah, the
that.
season one. This isn't episode one, volume one, whatever. It's season one.
Yeah.
Just season.
Yeah. So
It's not a movie. Season.
yeah. Yeah. Exactly. But yeah. Let's start talking
And
about
by
this
the way, we're
show.
going into this. I'm caught up to date with Red vs. Blue. Season 17 at the time of this recording. Season 17 comes out tomorrow, actually.
Oh, it didn't come out. Did you get the date
No, it
wrong?
comes out the 9th. I thought it came out yesterday.
Oh, okay. Uh,
This is you've only seen season one. I'm up to date. I've seen all 16 seasons.
Yeah. And we've decided, like, AJ's gonna kind of carry this
Right
review.
until we get later on, because like you're still like learning everyone's names, and I told him basically like it takes a season or two to like get like really good.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, this was a web series just made by a couple of friends sticking around in their room. It's like the audio is not that great and the writing is kind of whatever.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't bad or anything, but we'll get
Yeah,
into
but
that. So,
later on it becomes like an actual like production. It gets really good.
yeah.
This is
So,
actually the longest running web series ever.
oh, really? So they made history. So, congrats to them. Um, so yeah, you wanna stop breaking this volume down? Well, this season down. We're not doing that. So,
Season, thank you. I'll freaking send my fist 300 miles to punch you in the face if you say volume. Uh, so start off with the theme song, Blood Gulch Blues, which I really like.
yeah, good
Sung
song.
by Trocadero.
Do they use this on the whole series or
No, through bits and pieces.
okay?
Like there are arcs of Red versus Blue. This is season one of the Blood Gulch Chronicles, which is the first 5 seasons,
Okay.
which is set in the boxed canyon, Blood Gulch, where there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
10 idiots dicking around doing nothing.
That's literally what it says in the intro.
Yeah, that's how they describe the series. We get introduced to the red team and the blue team. We start off with Sarge, the drill sergeant for the red team, the redneck, and with the shotgun. Then we get Griff, the orange soldier. He's lazy and doesn't like doing anything. Simmons, the maroon one, he is the nerdy one in the kiss-ass Sarge. Donut, the new recruit, starts off with armor like Sarge, and then later on gets pink this season, or light as shred as he calls it.
Yeah.
Lopez, the Spanish-speaking robot. And then on blue team, we have Church. He's the one in cobalt armor, and he is the ghost, who dies later on. Tucker, he doesn't really have a personality yet. He's just kind of there.
Yeah.
He gets one later on. Caboose is the lovable idiot, and the baby blue armor. Tex, who is the bounty hunter they hire to help them after Church dies. And then she is indebted to them later on, so she agrees to stick around. And then Sheila, their tank AI.
Yeah.
The plot is they are on two opposite ends of the canyon, and they are fighting for no reason.
Yeah. So, but they do some side things. Obviously, the first few episodes is just them, kind of joking around and stuff.
Right.
Like literally, there's a whole episode that kind of breaks the fourth wall when it comes to like a video game.
The first episode is them asking why they're there, and then
Yeah.
they're like, no real reason really.
Yeah, and then we actually meet Charles because we don't meet him I think until like what episode 3 I believe.
Episode 2 or 3.
Yeah, and
So we're introduced to Griff, Simmons, Church, and Tucker.
yeah, and then I believe Caboose is wanting to contribute to the team in the originally, So he's told to go the flag, and Donut, who, also the idiot of the red team, is told.
And like Caboose and Donut were just sent to their teams.
Yeah, I believe.
Recruits on their teams.
Yeah, I believe they kick Donut away for some reason. I think because they kick him away, but Donut thinks like he's got to go like buy something for him, so he goes to the actual blue Finn's camp, and he takes the flag because
Blue thinks he's guarding it, or like for the sergeant, and Donut thinks he's buying it, so Caboose just gives him the flag.
Yeah, so they find out about this later on, Church and Tucker, and obviously they're not happy about it because they just lost the freaking flag. So, and they get told to go through like the teleporter pretty much, which obviously if you've ever played, like a Halo game, they get they kind of break the fourth wall there, like worry they're gonna come out the other side like all broken and stuff like that.
Yeah, and Tucker goes through, and he actually doesn't come out for a good few minutes, so they just assume he died.
Yeah. And I believe when they come out originally, they're in black attire because that ties into.
They just have a bunch of black crap on their armor.
Yeah, and then meanwhile, Team Red sees that Donut has the flag, and they're obviously like surprised in a way because he's supposed to be like this idiot, and he somehow has the flag, and he realizes that Team Blue is gaining on them, so he chases after them.
Warthog and go out to help Donut.
Yep.
And they assume Donut is their sergeant because of the armor color, but then they find out later he's just some dumb rookie who has the same color armor.
Correct. Yeah. And then I believe the biggest thing that happens next is we finally meet Sheila the tank, and I believe it's who's the one that actually kills? You can break down maybe that scene.
Caboose. Caboose gets in the tank, and because the Reds have pinned Church and Tucker behind a rock, and they're shooting at them. They can't move until Caboose in the tank comes in and chases them off. But because friendly fire is on, when Church comes out to like thank Caboose, he accidentally shoots Church and kills him.
Yeah, and Church. Obviously, this hasn't happened yet, but we'll just talk about it now. Like you said, he becomes a ghost. And at first, they do a joke with it where Ghost talks like a ghost. No, I'm sorry, no, Church talks like a ghost.
It's like, ooh. But Caboose keeps interrupting them, so Church is like, you know what, your ass is haunted after this is over.
Yeah, but he goes back to like his regular voice because Team Blue is like, okay, enough of that shit.
Yeah, that's enough. Stop.
Which I like that was brought up because like. I'd be saying the same thing too if I saw one of my friends. I'd be like, you know what? That's enough. Like, no, like,
no, not funny, man.
Yeah.
And Church warns them not because they hired a bounty hunter or a freelancer. The term freelancer means something a bit different in RVB. It'll make more sense later.
Okay.
They hired a bounty hunter called Tex to help them get their flag back and take care of the Reds because they're a man down. And Church warns them that at his previous outpost on Sidewinder, which was an ice planet, Tex killed everyone there except for him.
Yep.
And
he also Church also alludes to that Tex kept him from marrying his girlfriend, which you could say, oh, that doesn't sound important, but it's more important than we're going to think that it is. So,
especially when Tex shows up.
He also
after he starts talking, actually.
He also warns them that Tex not to have Tex go over to the red team without any backup and get involved too much and stuff like that. So, what ends up happening is I don't remember what was going on Team Red's side.
They were just happy that like they stole a flag and Donut was saying, "Hey, do you think they'll give me my own color armor now?"
Thinking about this back, this is more of like a Team Blue story than a Team Red story at the moment.
Yeah, the Reds don't really do much this season. But Donut was saying, "Hey, I captured the flag," and Griffin Simmers was like, "No, you're an idiot, and you thought you were buying it."
Yeah. So we finally meet Tex, And
Oh, by the way, I think we forgot to point this out. Sarge called in an airstrike and destroyed the tank after Caboose blew Church up. So
right,
they don't have a tank either. So like the blue team is like severely outmanned.
yeah,
Because the Reds have 5 men and the Blues only have 2 at this point until they get Tex.
yeah. So we actually meet Tex, and Tex is like, comes off as like very intimidating and like a killer. Tex isn't really working with him either. He's kind of like doing his own thing.
Yeah.
So Tex goes over to steal the blue flag back from Team Red, and he gets over there. Actually, no, that's not what happens. We forgot a scene. Who's the one that gets like shot with like that thing on his head?
Donut gets a grenade stuck to his head, and they don't really know what it is at first until it blows up.
Yeah, and somehow Donut survived.
Yeah.
Which that kind of doesn't make sense, but
Yeah.
I'm just gonna accept that because then we get. I'd rather have Donut than no Donut. So
yeah.
They
all want a little bit of Donut in us.
Yes. Well, maybe we'll get some in us too. If we eat them for breakfast too. So
yeah.
And then oh yeah, so then Tex gets to the blue flag, but then he gets outnumbered by basically all of Team Red, I think, except for Donut because
Donut got like knocked out.
Yeah, so I think he gets knocked out, and then it shows Team Blue, when Church is like, you idiots, because I told you there was a reason why I told you I didn't want Tex to get involved. There was there was another reason why Tex kept me from my girlfriend. Because what do we find out? Tex
is his girlfriend.
Yep. This was a nice twist.
Yeah, because, I like that. Yeah, they point out like Sarge punch Tex, and it finds out that like she was using a voice modifier, so she's a girl actually.
Yep. So they do some jokes about that too. Obviously the type of jokes you would expect.
Like, oh man, only a chick could give me a headache this big,
Yeah. So Church has this plan that he's gonna go over there and save.
And they need Church and Caboose to distract him.
Yeah. But what ends up happening is Church, since he's a ghost, overshadows Sarge, and goes down and goes to rescue Tex, and the plan's going well up until of course Caboose shoots and kills Sarge. Now we did a reaction to this, not like on video or anything, but I did ask what happens if Sarge dies while Church is inside him. I guess he just dies, like nothing happens to Church.
Well, Church was in like that dead world too, like limbo.
Yeah.
So Church kind of died again. So yeah. Caboose says team killed Church twice now.
Yeah. And then obviously they do a scene together with Church and Sarge. What's that scene was nice. I like that you got to kind of see like the limbo world in a way. Even though it's the same thing, but
yeah, it's like foggy and black and white.
Yeah.
I mean, considering they were just doing it like we are, just like with a laptop, and in the year 2003, the effects are pretty alright.
Yeah. And they did do a funny scene where Sarge mentioned that he always wanted to tell Griff that he was like a son. He was his son. And then, Church thinks he's like, saying he was actually his son and you never told him all this time and you're going to finally tell him. He's like, no, I just wanted to screw with him. Like, that was
exactly. Which I thought was really funny.
Yeah. But then,
Griff actually revives Sarge and he comes back to life. But just so Sarge can bitch at him and say, you aren't supposed to revive someone using CPR.
Yeah.
If they have a gunshot to the head.
But it worked, so.
Yeah, it worked. So what can you do?
Yeah. And then we meet Lopez.
Well, Lopez was in this earlier, but he didn't talk.
Oh yeah. And then we find out he's like a robot. I don't remember meeting Lopez earlier. When did we meet Lopez?
He was just like in the background.
Oh, um,
because they were like, oh wow, I didn't know that's why he didn't talk because he's
we'll
a
also
robot.
say this too, guys. In our defense, we didn't watch this episode all in one sitting. It took us a month.
Right, we did it over a couple weeks because I mean, we're the guys who said we'd finish season 5 of Breaking Bad in February. We're only halfway through it, and it's March. So I mean,
yeah. I mean, we have other things we got to do other than this. So, and then Lopez, they made it so he could speak, but he only speaks Spanish. So
no, speak Spanish. So there you go.
Yeah. So obviously you can see where that. I don't even need to explain where that's going. So, if I have to explain it, then there's something wrong with you guys. So, I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for that comment, but I just tell it like it is. So,
So then, because Tex, they the Blues free Tex, Tex decides to help them out, stick around. Which Church explains he's happy about because she actually has like an evil AI in her that he wants to get out.
Yeah.
And the longer she sticks around, the longer he can like figure out how to do that.
Yeah. And then Church finds like that they haven't buried like his dead body yet. So when
she's pissed off about like, hey, bury my body.
Because that's probably like I mean obviously like if you're fighting in like a war though, it's probably tough to do that. But typically I think it's like a sign of respect, obviously kind of disrespectful not to bury someone's body that like fought in like a war and stuff.
Right.
Obviously
the point Church makes like yeah. So I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And Caboose was like, "Oh, what are those birds flying around for?" Like
it's
saying,
like
the vultures were gonna like eat his dead body. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think they talked about that plan where they were gonna try to get the AI thing out of Tex, and like Church and like Caboose like call out like, "Hey Tex, you hear that?" And like Tex like what? Or like looks up and I guess didn't hear it. So then you want to break down the ending because I don't really remember it as well.
Okay, sure. Well, Tex fixes the tank, and gets ready to kill all the Reds. But Church doesn't want that because he wants to get the AI out of her. So he tries to warn the Reds. But he possesses Lopez, and Lopez can't really communicate with them.
Yep.
So what? Tex attacks the base anyway. But when Donut, Simmons and Sarge attempt to go out and kill her, but they get kicked, their asses kicked really quick and run back.
Yeah.
And Griffey even gives them shit like, "Oh man, that was fast. Did you win the war already?"
Yeah. And also this is at that point when Donut got like his pink gear, and that became like a running joke for a while.
Right, like he's saying like it's lighter shred. He doesn't want to admit it's pink.
Yeah.
Donut's pissed off that the bitch who blew his head off is back, so he chucks a grenade at her from like super far away. And Tucker's even like, "Man, that chick has a really good arm."
Yeah.
And blows up Sheila again and Tex.
And then Tex dies, and
but she reveals that the AI is gone, and then you see Caboose starts calling himself O'Malley and has a weird voice, so it's the AI is inside of him now.
Yeah, and then that was the end of the season.
The ending was kind of just meh. Oh, and Church runs off in Lopez's body, so I guess Church is like possessing Lopez now, so Lopez is technically on the blue team right now.
Yeah. So that was season 1.
I give it a C plus. It's just kind of like.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll give it a C. It had some funny stuff that like keeps you entertained. Probably if you, this is probably like the weakest first seasons of like a show I've ever seen in my life.
That's why I'm like saying like it definitely gets way better. And I even told him before we started like, dude, listen, you're not gonna really like season 1 or 2. Season 2's alright. Season 1's just kind of meh.
Yeah.
After that though, it gets really good.
Yeah, it was okay. I had some laughs and there was some stuff like there wasn't like it wasn't like there wasn't anything to like in it. So
yeah, and like the audio is really bad, which is kind of like a killer.
Yeah.
Story's alright. Story's kind of basic. It's just like point A to point B to point B to point C to like just follows like a linear thing.
Yeah, exactly. So that's basically our thoughts on red versus blue. So we'll be.
Very
I
short
don't know.
video compared to what we usually do. Usually our videos are like an hour and a half. This
was only
20 minutes.
This is only like a little over 20 minutes. So
Pretty short for us.
yeah.
Later season reviews probably be a lot longer when the story actually like picks up.
Yeah.
And they're actually like good.
Yeah, this was okay.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I'm a big Red vs. Blue fan, but even I admit like season 1 isn't that good.
yeah. Well, to you, I mean, I think this is okay, but to maybe like in hindsight, I'll probably when we get to probably where you're at, I'll probably be saying that too, like.
Right.
Because this is like you probably thought this was just okay when you saw it at first and stuff.
Exactly. Then I saw it later on. I was like, oh, okay, this is actually like really, really good later on.
Yeah. Because like I'll even admit too, like when you're watching it too, like you're about to fall asleep sometimes when you're watching season 1. So
yeah, it is kind of boring at points.
Yeah. So yeah, I am looking forward to season 2. You said it's a bit better, right?
Yeah, season 2 is a bit better. It doesn't really pick up till season 3. Season 3 is like when they actually start like doing stuff.
Yeah. So I don't even know when we're gonna have season 2 up because we gotta watch it and.
Yeah, it takes a while. Season 2 is like 2 hours, so we gotta set some time aside for that.
Yeah. So maybe we'll try to make these like monthly or something. So.
Yeah.
Because and then once the summer kicks in too, we'll have a lot of time to do this.
Right. You have spring break next week, so
this week, yeah.
This week, and I'm not working a whole lot, so we can probably get a lot done.
Yeah. So we'll try to finish these up. So that's basically it. Do you have anything you want to plug or promote?
Check out my channel, AJ Talent. I'll be uploading a video in a couple days because we're doing a school project, and we're gonna upload it to that.
Cool.
So if you want to see me act like an old man from 4,000 years ago, there you go.
Yeah. And obviously check out for me. Obviously this channel. We'll have these type of videos up. Me and AJ just did our wrestling predictions. I think Wednesday we did two. No, yeah, we did it Wednesday. And possible live reactions up for that, and then check out Wrestling Fortune 44 for all the wrestling content videos on there. Check out on the Talkinator. Tomorrow we'll be reviewing Breaking Bad season 5 episode 9. And yeah, that's basically it. I feel like we kind of, for like the hype we did, I feel like we under-delivered with this red versus blue video. But
yeah, like everything else with red versus blue just gets better as it goes on. So
yeah, so
later reviews will be a lot longer and more like in depth. I feel.
Yeah. So because we basically could have done this in like 5 minutes, but we didn't. So
yeah.
But that's pretty much it, guys. No 5-minute videos here. Only 20-minute videos.
We gotta stretch everything out to it as long as we can.
Yep. So we will talk to you guys whenever we do a red versus blue again or something.
Probably I don't know. I feel like we can get it done in a couple weeks.
Yeah. So we'll talk to you guys in a couple. We'll talk to you guys in a couple weeks. So we'll talk.